Yes. What's up, good people? This is MC Till with everybody's Hiphop Label. You are tuned in to the Boom Bap Chat. This is number 37. We have an incredible, legendary guest. Before I introduce the legend, I do want to mention very quickly, if you have not picked up your copy of the Boom Bap Review Volume 2, it's right here. You can do so today. Just go to boombapreview.com. You can check it out. There's like a snippet at boombapreview.com. You can check it out. If you like it, you can buy you a copy tonight. Also want to shout out Everybody's Records here in Cincinnati, Ohio, a local record store that always shows love to the hip hop community. So we like to show love to them. So if you need some music, just go to everybody'srecords.com and buy you some good music. And one last thing before the legend, as always, we have our co-host Profound. What's up, Profound?
What's good, Till? What's happening? What's going on?
Good to see you. And IOMOS MARAD. What's up, my friend?
Peace. What's going on, man?
Well, what's going on is our next guest, a legend, a member of the UMCs. He's done production for, Ghostface Killah, Inspector Deck, Pop the Brown Hornet, 50 Cent, the list goes on. This dude has done a lot in his career. We welcome him to the show. Haas G, welcome, my friend.
Haas G.
I appreciate, very humble. Thank you. I appreciate being here. Everybody can hear me? I'm loud and clear.
Oh, you're crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
Yeah.
Your mic sounds nice. Check
one.
Right on.
You know, we on it. Now I'm here. I'm grateful. Thank you. First and foremost, the plateau is ridiculous. You know, make sure that this stays, part of that thing that we need to keep everybody going. You know what I mean? Without you, it ain't no us. Without us, it ain't no you. We all work in unison. Yeah. And that's what we need to learn and understand all throughout the world with all the craziness that's going on as well.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
What's popping?
Well, one thing I wanted to say, before we jump into, we always ask everyone in the room, what have you been listening to lately?
I thought you was going to say, give me a freestyle.
No. No, not that. But what I was going to say, one of the things that I have appreciated about you over the years is that, I've heard the stories of, the record label going sour and all that nonsense. And, people can get jaded and, people can get angry and whatnot. But, you have transformed, you have meandered, you've, did the rhyme thing, you went into the production, you've given.
I like that word, meandered. That's I got the there's a thing on my Gmail that comes to me every day talking about a new word every day. Word of the day. But I learned meandered when I was in 3rd grade. No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. That's when the nomads was running around and moving around, and they called it meandering.
Right. Yeah. And the way that the way you've been able to do that and kind of reinvent yourself, in hip hop has been is inspiring. So just wanted to give you those roses before we jump into the show.
I appreciate that. No doubt. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, fellas, what have you all been listening to lately? We'll start at the top here with Profound. Profound, what have you been on lately?
Man, well, last 24 hours or so, I've been listening to the Bad Seed and Knots, The Devil in the White House. And man, actually, I've been X-Clan this week to the Blackwards, man, been popping this week. IOMOS is deep rooted in Go Ahead. And man, I listened to Blue Cheese earlier today, man.
Stop it. You better stop it.
I was
getting ready.
Around for real like it was the 90s, hardcore earlier, man. But yeah, that's it, man. And keeping it with what's going on today.
Dope. IOMOS, how about you?
A little bit of everything, man. But listening to since the passing of the late great MF Doom, aka Zev Love X, man. I've been listening to a lot of. I popped that KMD in, both of them.
Yeah.
I've been listening to like MF Doom. Still been listening to Twami. And then I definitely was listening to some UMCs today. Like the second album, That
yep.
Baby Bubba. That's my joint, man. Y'all went in. Y'all blacked out on that song, boy. That's like one of my favorites, bro.
I got the big story for that album, man.
Yeah, that joint cold. The Unleash. Ooh,
yeah,
that boy fire, dog.
That was a whole different. That was a whole different beast. That album.
Wow. Yeah.
And there was a reason behind it. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you know, they're not gonna understand it until I give the explanation. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was it. Still was a dope album.
Oh, what classic, bro?
Yeah.
Both of y'all, both of the albums is classics. You know what I'm saying? Well, listen to Chamber, bro.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
How about you, Haas G? What have you been listening to lately?
I'm really not I don't get into all the latest that's going on. I stick with it a little bit just to catch wind, but my listening sessions really, you know, you remember the what was the movie? What was the movie? Anyway, the movie was he had the nostalgic turntables. It was the one who played Transporter. What's his name?
Oh, the
British
cat. Yeah.
Right. And what was that movie that he did? It was a remake. It was the he was an assassin, and he taught the young boy to be an assassin.
Oh, what movie?
I know what it was a remake. So anyway, I just go in the crib and I jump on the turntable and I listen to wax vinyl. Like I listen to all my old vinyl. You know what I mean? I don't really get into the radio or none of that unless I'm in the car riding around with somebody, this, that, and the third. So, you know, I'm on Gladys Knight and the Pips. I'm on Eddie Kendricks. I'm on you know Stevie Wonder. I'm on those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because I produce music.
That makes sense.
Yep.
I can't really get so involved in what's going on because I don't want to get tainted and start producing what they're doing.
Yep.
I like to stay original and fresh. I'll listen to it just to take a gander, but I listen to classics all day long.
That's dope.
Classics all day long.
You a digger. You
yeah. I'm in the crates.
That's dope.
That soothes me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I listen to for real.
Yeah.
It's weird, but you know, my kids and my sons, and they be like, "Yo, did you hear that new Mr. Tweedle?" I'm like, I have no clue. You know man. You gotta listen to that because
you sound like me, man. You sound like me and my students. Right. They like, I'm like, who is that? I don't know who these young people is, man.
But I'm not downplaying nobody. It's just
no doubt.
I'm into my my grown man, glass of wine, listen to my music, eat a steak, relax, chill, some chicken, cutlets, whatever, and just be easy and just do the work that I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, that's dope. That's super dope. I've been on MF Doom, like IO said, or was that Profound? I forget.
Said that.
Yeah, IO all week, or MF Doom all week. And on Big Daddy Kane too, I went back and was listening to some Big Daddy Kane this week.
Oh, I'm Kane all day. Rapper.
It was
Kane. But that's those are part of the records that I be listening to.
Yeah,
so I'll probably stop at the 90s. You know what I mean? I won't go no further than that.
Hey, that's a great place to stop.
I'll go from
a great era.
From 91 backwards.
Yeah. Hey, that's a dope era. And I'm still on this Prince Paul kick. I've been listening to a lot of Prince Paul interviews, and I didn't I was pretty young then. I didn't realize he produced for Big Daddy Kane. So I went back and listened to some of the joints he did. I was like, oh yeah, this is dope. So
man, Paul's a master.
Yeah.
It's funny that I was in an interview prior to you guys, and they asked me, who's my favorite producers and stuff like that. And I forgot to mention Paul because he is one, because basically when when UMCs came out, we came out while we were looking at De La Soul.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we was watching it, and it was just so different and so dope that's what inspired us to do, you know, some of the things that we did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow.
But Paul is dope. He's iconic.
I can see that influence to it. Like I often think of like UMCs, De La Soul, KMD, Grand Nubian, like it's kind of a similar, you know.
It was a very eclectic, you know, it was a very eclectic group of people. What happened there was, well, when you say De La Soul and they came out, the first record that I heard De La Soul came out with was Plug Tuning.
Yes.
And we was in high school listening to that when they first came out. They came out before us. And the whole point of that was, yo, they made Plug Tuning, and I know what they were talking about. Now, mind you, we're real gifted in you know, schoolology, all of that. You know what I'm saying? We were real smart kids.
Yeah.
But just for it to be subliminal, we figured out, all right, we're gonna make a record too. And we're gonna call it Blue Cheese.
Yeah.
What the hell does that mean? That's what everybody, what does that mean? I don't know. Plug tuning, what is that? You know what I mean? My holes in my lawn. What is that? You know what I'm saying? So that's where we came from Staten Island, but our whole slang and our whole dialect was different. You know what I mean? And then we realized how to put blue cheese to a meaning.
Yes.
Which a lot of people don't understand what the meaning was still to this day. So I get those questions all the time. You know what I mean? But yeah, De La Soul, Prince Paul, from Big Daddy Kane to BDP, who we rolled with. We was under their management, to my favorite producer is Molly Mall.
Because dope.
Yeah, Molly Mall, Juice Crew. Come on, you can't.
Yeah. What can you do with that?
You can't call nothing on Molly Mall.
Yeah.
So Marlon Marr, you know, he influenced and inspired, you know, darn near everybody. Who would you say inspired and influenced him?
Who inspired Molly Mall? I would probably.
Or is he a true originator?
No, he is a true originator, but I would have to think that the ones that came before him, you know, the Melly Mel's, you know, that whole era, I think they're the ones who caught his ear. But I also really think that he probably had a stash of records in his crib, just like we all did.
Right.
And he listened to James Brown. His mama was playing it while she was cleaning up on Saturday morning or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he heard it.
Right.
And his enthusiasm, you know, with this music thing is what allowed him to say, you know what? Maybe I could transform what I'm listening to into something new for the new cats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think he really had I don't know the producers right before Molly Mall.
Yeah, because I try to think about that. Like, was there anyone chopping up and doing production like he did before?
No,
you know?
It was.
I can't think of anyone.
Pioneered that.
Yeah.
It was Molly.
Right.
It was Molly. It was the Red Alerts. You know what I mean? It was them. They were the ones. Mantronics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They was all in that. You know, because it started with it was the DJs. Maybe the DJs was his influence.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like what Mr. Magic? Would you say Mr. Magic was one?
Of course, that's one.
Yeah, that was his people, right? He ran with Mr. Magic.
Grandmaster Flash, you know what I mean? All the DJs that was in the street doing all the block parties in New York and all of that. That's what really influenced the sampling and the chopping. Because the DJing was you're cutting up a record, you know what I mean, and just somebody's rhyming over it. So now let's put it systematically into the machine and loop it, and then make it a beat, and then that becomes what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where his influence came from, the DJs in the street. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. Who were your influences? And I know you mentioned De La Soul. Who were some other influences that inspired you to get into it and start rhyming and producing?
I mean, my main influence, like I said before, was definitely Molly Mall.
Right.
Because when I heard, Molly and the Juice Crew, it was like, wow. But what happened with that was the reason Molly Mall became one of my favorite producers was because, like I said, my mom, she would clean up on Saturday mornings. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's where we come from. I'm Panamanian. You know what I mean? My family they got their movements and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So their movement is boom, everybody up on Saturday morning. It's time to clean. You know what I mean? Cook, clean, and listen to music.
Right.
So she had a basket with a whole bunch of 45s in it. And one day she just played Papa Don't Take No Mess. And Papa Don't Take No Mess is the original sample for the Vapors by Biz Markie. So by that time, we already heard the Biz Markie record. And then I heard the original James Brown, Papa Don't Take No Mess. And I was like, what?
Right.
I want to do this. Yeah. That's where he got the beat from. That's where he got the sound from. And that's what made me really, really jump into it as hard as I did. Because I realized that they just recreated something that was done already.
Right.
And they just reinvented it and brought it back to the forefront and made it fresh and new for hip hop.
Yeah. That's dope.
That was it for me. You know what I mean? So, I got a lot of people that I aspire, up to, Molly Mall, Red Alerts. I'm New York, so first and foremost is going to be my New Yorkers. Right. But even on the West Coast, I love my Dr. Dre. I love Eazy-E, NWA. Mm-hmm. I remember we was the first one who brought Cypress Hill out to New York.
Oh, dope.
Because when we was traveling in 91, they still weren't out yet. They were about to come out. You know what I mean? And we hung out with Be Real and all of them while we was in LA, and they gave us their tape. You know what I mean? They was on Loud and all of that. They gave us their tape first. And we came back to New York, one of the first ones who had the tape. And, I love their sound. Yeah. I couldn't understand it at first. I just thought it was radical, crazy, ridiculous. And then we just kept getting into it. And it was like, yo, they're dope. They're ridiculous. You know what I mean? I got a whole range of people that really, really influence me. And
that's dope. As you're thinking back, I have a reflective and retrospective question for you.
Okay. Retrospective is my game.
There you go. If they wrote like, the Haas G Phantom of the Beat story, made the movie. Mm-hmm. Can you think of, 3 pivotal, moments in that story that would have to go into that movie?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Of course. All right. So the first one is, and by the time I get to the last one, I'm not sure if that really counts for Haas G or if it counts for Phantom of the Beat, but they're both one and the same. Right. So the first one is first record deal, real record deal. How did I get it? How did we get it? So we're walking, we living on Staten Island and we running through Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens. We running all over the place. So we trying to shop our demo tape. You know what I mean? So we want to go get our first record deal. So we shop into all the record labels, Select, Def Jams, whoever, Wild Pitch.
Yep.
And, we walk into the Wild Pitch building. And this was the pivotal point. We go into the Wild Pitch building and we getting on the elevator and we get ready to go up to Wild Pitch Records to go see the president or try to see the president because that was bum rushing days. There was no appointments, no nothing. We just bum rush.
Right.
So we going in the elevator, and who walks in right behind us? Here comes this dude and that dude. So it's Guru and it's Primo.
Oh wow.
Yo.
Right? So they walking in the elevator behind us, and then the first thing they ask us is, because it's a New York City building, you know who's in that building, you know what's going on, you know there's a record label in there, you know when you see certain kind of people coming through, you know what they're there for. They're asking us, where y'all going? I'm like, we're going to Wild Pitch. No, dead serious. We're going upstairs to Wild Pitch. So what y'all do? We rap. Oh yeah? Primo was like, yo, give me your tape. You can't go upstairs. What you mean I can't go upstairs? Nah, why don't you just give me your tape? It'll be better this way. We signed to the label already. Okay. And you know what? I actually took the chance and did it.
Wow.
I didn't think they was going to cock block me or nothing. I just said, you know what? Let's give it to them. They said, we'll check it out and we'll make sure that it happens. And that was it. Probably about a week later, we get the call. Come in, let's do some business. Let's do some work. So Primo and Guru, they set the tone for UMCs. They got us signed to Wild.
Now, did they know you guys before that elevator?
Yeah.
Okay. So they knew of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We was in their videos.
Oh, dope.
We was dancers first. We was dancers. We was
snap!
In the
which videos? Do you remember?
Oh yeah, these are the words that are manifest.
Oh wow!
So if you go back to Manifest,
I will be doing that tonight.
You'll see us in that video. You'll see me with a long green trench coat with a high top fade. All of that, like, yeah.
Wow.
Right by the water. Yeah.
Wow, I remember that.
Yeah. So we was already on the circuit as dancers first. We was dancers first before we became the rappers. So we was already connecting with everybody like that. You know what I mean? And
if you do music, I'm gonna be honest. 86% of
what you figure? What you messing with?
Sorry, I cut out for a minute there. My bad. I missed something. Did I miss something?
Yeah.
Nah, you good.
I did not know y'all were in that video.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Manifest. I had on a long green trench.
Wow.
So it was a whole different look back then. But we used to go to clubs, and that's how we all started. We was in the clubs. That's how we started meeting people. When you meet people in the clubs, then you figure out what they're doing. They figure out what you're doing. Then you coincide, and you figure out, okay, I want to rap too. And then y'all got the connections. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? But I didn't realize that we was going to walk into Wild Pitch and Gangstar was going to be there and be like, yeah, y'all can't. No.
Wow.
Give us your demo tape. We'll take it up. And
right.
That was a wrap, because once they put it in his hands, the president's hands through Fine, that was it. There was no questions. You know what I'm saying? So we jumped real quick like that. And it was a good moment, you know?
Yeah, shoot, I bet. So that's one scene.
Oh yeah, that's movie. One. Damn, I only went through one this long.
Oh, you're good. I'm loving it. You take your time on these scenes.
Oh man. So that was one. The second one was I have to say we had got down with Flavor Unit.
Mm.
So they became our managers as UMCs.
Okay.
And then out of that came Martin Lawrence show, where you see the UMC's poster on Martin.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
That was a big one. And that was before the show did anything. We ain't know what was going on. They just said, yo, there's a new show coming out. There's this comedian guy, blah, blah, blah. His name is Martin. And he wants to use your poster as part of the backdrop of the show. And I was like, word? Why? Because we was dipped in cross colors back then.
Right.
Yep.
Now, if you look at Martin's show, those are all the colors they be using throughout the show too.
Yeah.
So we was already spokesmen for cross colors.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Was that in any official capacity? Like, did they?
All of it was official.
Oh, dope.
Wow.
Everything was official. You're talking about monetarily?
Yeah, like, did they, like, was it an endorsement
Nah,
type of deal?
that's called marketing.
Yeah.
Back then.
Right.
There was no checks cut for that. The check that you got was the fact that you got your shit seen.
Right. Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. Sure.
And then after that, other deals were made because of the fact that we were seen in there.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Open doors.
Yeah, it opened up mad doors.
Yeah, that's dope.
And that was a big area for us. You know what I mean? And even to today, it's like you still see me on Martin, right?
That's dope. I never even thought of that.
You still see me on Martin all day.
Yeah.
My poster is right there. Either it's in the house or it's in the radio station, or it's, you understand what I'm saying?
That's super dope.
And it's that show is it goes on over and over and over and over. So we'll always be etched in stone on that particular show.
Did you ever meet Martin or talk with him?
Yeah. Yep. Way back. But
yeah.
He wasn't Martin. he was Martin. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wasn't. We didn't see him after he got big like that.
Yeah.
It was a wrap after that. Everybody was doing their own thing and moving around so much. So we lost our contacts and our communication. But at the end of the day, I'm just grateful and I'm thankful, and no matter what, I'm etched in stone with Martin's show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one of those things like, wow, that's how many people could say that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm very thankful. I'm very, very thankful. So that's number 2.
It's 2.
Right.
That's number 2. Number 3. This one is crazy. So this is when I was making my transformation from Haas G UMCs, which, the people got to understand that Haas G is half of the duo of UMCs, from Staten Island, New York. But, I reinvented myself and I just changed up a little bit. And I figured out that I'm a producer, really. You know what I'm saying? So, Profound, I know you understand this part. You're going to hear this part. Where you at?
Right there.
You there?
Yeah.
All right. So, I turned into producer, and when you do the transition from, rapper, the record is the albums are done, you're not coming back out no more, you lost your record deal. How do you continue to survive? What's next for you? What's on the horizon? So I ended up turning into producer. Now, mind you, remember, we were UMCs, so I traveled with all these artists. So it's easy for me to be a producer and reach out to all the artists that I was traveling with.
Right.
That's how I
makes sense. Yep.
It's easy. I know them all already.
Right.
So I did the first beat for Busta as just a straight up producer. Wow. And I was living in Brooklyn in the Stuy, in Bed-Stuy, on Hancock and Lewis. That's in the Bed-Stuy. And it was kind of coming up at the time, the area.
Yep.
But it was banging brownstones, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was living in one of the brownstones, me and my whole team, but it was getting ready to go into foreclosure and all of that. We didn't own it, we was renting, but we had the whole thing locked down. We had the whole block locked down. You know what I'm saying? It was that type of thing, like they in there, so let them rock, let them live. Yeah. So, and it was one of them areas where is suspect. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna be for us because they know who we are, so they're not messing with us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the whole rest of the area is like timid. Everybody is on eggshells, and the area is suspect. But they already know who our squad is, so they don't mess with our squad. The mailboxes was broken. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm dead serious. The mailman come and put your mail in the box. The box is open. People can walk in and take your mail out or do whatever they want to do. Yo, I woke up one morning and I was like, damn it, what we gonna do? Had the equipment set up, making beats, everything. My uncle's in the front, cooking up spaghetti, pasta, whatever. My little brother, he's running to the store to go pick up whatever we need, go get the brews, go get the wine, bring it back to the house. My other cousin is there living with us. You know what I mean? Yo, go to the 99-cent store, go get some tissue, go get some disinfectant, go do all of that. They all come back to the crib. We sitting in there, I'm making beats. And then it's time to check the mail. I go to the mailbox and I pull out a check for $65,000.
What?
How? I pull out a check for $65,000 right in the hood.
Wow.
And guess what? We all broke out. We went to Atlantic City then.
Wow.
Wow. Was it a royalty joint?
It was publishing for Take It Off on the Extension Level event, Busta Rhymes album.
Oh, right.
I caught a check for $65,000 first shot.
That's dope.
Wow.
Hey, Haas, Haas G, let me ask you this. Did you experience any resistance from the MCs you was trying to produce to when you made the transition from like full-time MC to producer?
Never. I don't get resistance. I'm Hassan. You know what I mean? That's smooth enough. You know what I mean? I don't get that from nobody. I'm really I'm humble, not to toot my own horn, but I'm a humble dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a cool dude. Like, I'm looking at you right now, Profound, and your name don't match your demeanor. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm real cool, real humble. I kick it with everybody, anybody. I mean, I might have a bunch of people that on this side of the table, they got beef with other people on this side. You know what I mean? And I'm right in the middle. Nobody's gonna beef with me. Everybody gonna talk to me about the other one. I'm like, look,
right.
Stop it. Yeah. Y'all better stop it. We friends with everybody. Let's go.
Do you feel like, have you always been that way?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
I never caught physical. I caught business beef.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And that's a whole different story. But, physical altercations and stuff like that, and arguments and fights and getting into it with this one and that one, my word holds its place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a producer. I'm not just your homeboy on the street or the dude that works for you, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't come at me like that. And we don't do that. So I've always been very, very fair, very, very, in good communications with everybody.
Yeah.
And, they respect producers. People respect producers, to an extent. Producers we're just like the guardians or keepers of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Of
what needs to go on. So we really don't got no beef unless it's our own personal nonsense that we got going on in our life. But I was never like that. I was raised proper. My raising is so different. Like, a lot of people don't know, and it's weird to tell it, but if you really want to know who I am, I was raised Jehovah's Witness.
Mm.
And I'm sure y'all know what that's about.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, yep.
Mhm.
I was raised Jehovah's Witness. You know, the thing with me was I was excellent at doing that, but I was like, wait a minute. There's too much else going on out there that I need to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
To delve into.
Sure.
So my upbringing was already tight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was strict already from the beginning. I had to move a certain way from the beginning. I had to go to school. I had to learn. You know, that's why I'm an electrician. You know what I mean? Licensed up, all of that. I did all of that before any of this music stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why I do electrical to this day. You know what I mean? I'll go light your whole shit up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Easy.
Yeah.
So I had that kind of upbringing where I was rolling around with the thuggiest of thugs. You know what I'm saying? The biggest gangsters, all of that. But their respect for me was always genuine and right on point.
Yeah.
I don't care what they did, how they moved, whatever. When it came to me, it was all respectful, and I stayed like that on that level, and I'm still on that level.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of precedes you. I mean, I was telling IO and Profound tonight before you got on that, you know, just watching other interviews of you, it's like, I think this guy is just a really cool dude and with really good energy. And
don't think.
That's what it is.
Believe.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Believe. I have fun when I do this.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I enjoy doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes across too. It really comes across.
I enjoy doing this.
I forget the interview. There was one interview you did. I forget the woman's name, but it was on the phone, so you couldn't see it. And you said, hold on, because they said something about Phantom of the Beat. You're like, hold on, let me go get him. And then you acted like Phantom got on, and you were like going back and forth. Yeah. And you were like totally in character too, you know.
you see how I play.
Yeah, that was great.
You see how I play.
Yeah,
I love this stuff, man. I believe in it. You know, it takes, you know, I can't say that I wish it happened quicker and earlier, but I'm enjoying the ride.
Yeah, good.
I'm enjoying the way it's, you know what I mean, building. I don't have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
A lot of us want to be millionaires overnight, this, that, and the third. You know, I can't, you know, say I banged out $1 million or $2 million yet. I know, you know, the kids went through college. I know, you know, bills was taken care of.
Right.
I know I did all that, and I know I was having fun while I was doing my music.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that ride, that adventure, the Wave, I want to talk a little bit about where you are now, what the Wave is doing. I know you released, I think it was last year. Well, I guess 2019. Yeah. The Audiodrome project. Can you share a little bit about that? What that project is about and how that came together?
Audiodrome basically that's when I really figured out that, wait a minute, I'm a producer, but, you know, I'm not just a beat maker. I'm an executive. Let me put together some executive material. Let me get it signed. Let me distribute it. And let me feature new artists or, you know, new artists, old artists, mixed blend, whatever, rappers, singers, reggae artists, put it all on one album and show the establishment that I'm the viable choice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm the choice. Like, y'all need to make me the executive producer for a whole bunch of everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm showing you that I am a Quincy Jones. You know what I mean? I am a Puff Diddy. Right. You know what I mean? I am one of those. I could do that too. I know how to put records together. And that's what Audiodrome was all about. So, you know, when you're trying to make a lane for yourself and you don't want to follow the conglomerate and follow the same situation, and, you know, you're not one of those. I'm not a D rider. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I'm here to do and set off my own situation to let everybody know this is how we move.
Yeah.
And that's what I did with Audio Drone. And since then, that's why, say it again.
Oh, no, you're good. There was just a feedback loop for some reason. So you're
since
good.
Then it was, that's what got me here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing these interviews. That's why I'm checking in with you. That's why we on it like that, because it made noise. It made noise enough that people were wondering where I was or what I was doing or what's happening, and this is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you got it.
I was gonna say what struck me about the project was how eclectic it was. You know, there's definitely some of those boom bap, you know, joints that I really resonate with, but there's some other sounds on there that I was like, oh, I didn't realize
that I do that stuff.
Yeah, that he was gonna come with that, and hearing that, you know, eclectic sound was impressive. You know?
I appreciate you for that.
Yeah,
it was well, when you're going to try to show and prove you're executive producer, music is not all just bunched up in one box. Music is music. You got a whole bunch of different angles to come at.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? It still has the sound and the feel, but you know, there's R&B, there's rap, there's rock,
right?
There's, you know, pop. You know what I mean? As long as it has your essence and your feeling, that's it.
Speaking of your essence, maybe I made this up, but I feel like there's a sound that you often use before the song comes on. Am I making this up?
You're talking.
There's like a dude. I can't even do it.
My signature.
Yeah. Because I was listening to some songs. I was like, man, I think this beat is the same as the last one. I was like, oh no, it's just a little intro piece.
Yeah.
It's like, that's dope. I like that. It's like,
well, it's my signature.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I like that.
But guess what? Now it's time for people to recognize my signature.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's dope. I took it from a cartoon too. That's crazy.
I was wondering. Play that or sample it.
It came from a cartoon, and they said, what did they say? They said, "Yo, we got to go and check with the Phantom," and I grabbed it. The fan.
That was a good grab.
This is it was a great grab, and at the same time, it's just we're artistic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You do the same thing even when you're doing your shows and whatnot. There's ways that you figure out how to make it look fly,
right?
Yeah.
Other than what everybody else is doing,
right.
You like, boom, you want to rock with your headphones and drop and drip with the, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You got your background, you got your team, you know what I mean? Everybody's on you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So artistically, you find ways to project yourself and project the situation.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I want to turn things a little bit, you know, talking a lot about your story, your transformations, the meandering, talking about all that.
Meandering, the word for the day.
Word for the day, yes. And I was thinking about, you know, when I heard, you know, the news about MF Doom and, you know, rest in peace, and Ecstasy, rest in peace. I started thinking about, you know, legacies, you know, producers, MCs, hip hoppers, and their legacies, and want to open up a conversation to all of us just for a few moments about legacies. And, you know, do you guys think that rappers, producers, you know, hip hoppers, do you think they think through this idea of legacy, or do you think because hip hop, you know, for so long it felt so fresh and so new, it was just like, well, if I can just be here, you know, in 5 years, just get this next album out, that there's still some of that short-term thinking going on? Or do you think people are really thinking through, you know, what is my legacy and what steps do I need to take now to kind of, you know, confirm my legacy? You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's when we're gonna backtrack to when I said I was raised Jehovah's Witness. Okay, so at that point in time when I was being, raised by my mom, you know what I mean, and in that lifestyle, it taught me some things. You know what I mean? Like, we see on TV every time. The only thing we know about Jehovah's Witnesses is knock on the door, right?
Yeah. That is absolutely correct.
Early in the morning, right?
You hiding, the other people on the other side, they
hiding.
All right. So, all right, good. See, I knew this was going to be a good interview. So, I was raised like that, but there was a certain amount of, strict understanding on how to maneuver and how to move, how to be really appreciative and how to be respectful and how to be thankful. So now when it comes to this music game, and we're talking about, do they understand about how, what the legacy is going to be or whatever. I've learned that. I've learned legacy prior to music or anything. You know what I'm saying? So that was my life lessons. That's how I was grown. I'm scared today. I mean, Doom or Ecstasy. Who died at 49?
I think it was Doom. I thought.
I'm 49.
He was young.
Do you understand? Well, yeah, I'm 49. You understand what I'm saying? The only thing with me is, and I don't know, I can't call it for him. I know what my belief is internally, and my heartfelt feeling is I ain't going nowhere until I'm totally finished here. All the way we could say, well, it ain't your choice. It ain't your choice. It's God's choice or whatever. Me personally, I am part of that universal existence. I am not going nowhere until I'm ready to go. If I'm ready to go, then I'm going to go. And I kind of, I look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared. That age hit me hard. When I heard that, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the cursing.
Oh, you're good.
What do you mean? What do you mean 49?
Right.
I'm 49. You know what I mean? So why'd you choose to go now? Why are you gone? You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And then you got to wonder about what did you leave?
Right.
What was set up or what's, you know what I'm saying? So all of that is scary. All of that is it's a thought to, you know what I mean, to ponder on. But I believe real deep and real hard. So I'm not going nowhere till I'm finished.
Dang, that's dope. Amen to that. Profound. IO, you have thoughts on the topic? What do you think about it?
Question. I mean, I don't know, because I kind of like think about like Dilla when people was talking about how Dilla was like working so, like he was just a work addict. You know what I'm saying? He's just working.
Yeah.
Like, do you think he know in the back of his mind
that it was over?
Like he wouldn't be here that long.
Right.
Even before he got sick, even before he got diagnosed as sick, he was just working. And then when he did get sick, he worked even harder.
But at the end of the day, guess what? Where's Dilla's name at right now?
Exactly.
He accomplished what he needed to.
Exactly.
We talking about Dilla.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, and I don't know, like, and then when you think about other artists, like, do they know, like, I don't know, did Wu-Tang know that they was gonna be this big? Or did, Tribe Called Quest think that they was gonna be a legacy, or De La, or
did Biggie know he was gonna do it?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't know. What ends up happening is
like you just don't. I feel like you just don't know.
When it's your time, it's gonna be your time.
Exactly.
But in the meantime, do what the hell you're supposed to do.
Exactly. That's what it all amounts to. That's what it all amounts to. I was just reading a proverb yesterday where it was talking about don't wait for tomorrow. Do what you need to do.
Do what you need to do today.
You know what I'm saying? So it's facts, man. And that's all, to me, that all is a part of legacy.
And don't get scared about it.
Exactly.
Don't get scared about transitioning.
Right.
It's nature. It's part of life. This is what it is. Guess what? We'll see each other again. I know that much. I believe in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, I could say I believe in it. I don't really know because I don't remember coming back. But I know I do have some memories of some shit. And I'm like, how come I got these kind of memories that it's so familiar? But I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah. All I do know is do your best while you here.
Yeah. Man. Yeah. Amen to that.
And stand up. Period.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt.
You know, Till I didn't think about, I think early on, I want to say like before my little record deal stint in '99, I didn't think about legacy at all. I think for me, it came with maturity. Yeah. It's like the more mature that I became and the more self-aware I became.
You understand what to do.
Yeah, I understood that it was important. Right. And then you have, you know, me having children and whatnot as well. You really start thinking about it then. Yeah. You're like, what are you leaving here? And
what are you going to leave for them?
What are you leaving for them? And if I preach to them and they see me now at this age and I'm 46, they see me still involved and actively involved in what they saw as, you know, when they were little, like, man, I still do this. Like, I believed in this then and I believe in it now. And it's important when I talk to them now, like, pay attention to what you do now because the steps that you take now, you know, they'll matter in the next 20 years when you turn around and you look back like, damn, why make that move? Sure. And I might have got a particular type of guidance, but I look at legacy now a whole lot more with a whole lot more respect than I did when I was 20.
Yeah, well, you gotta look at legacy like this. When the railroads were built, when the real estate was popping, when the sugar factory was blowing up, all those families, the Rothschilds, whoever, when those families was setting it off in the beginning, it was because they were setting it off for legacy. Yeah. They wasn't looking at overnight. They was looking for 10, 20, 30 years down the road. And then their children's became the ones who bared the legacy, who ran with it, because it has to start somewhere. Do you understand that? It has to start somewhere. And that's who we are. We're the leaders. We're the pioneers of our situations. You know what I mean? Maybe our fathers and our mothers weren't able to do as much. They did enough. They did what they had to do. But guess what? How's it going to go further? It's up to us to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know you got a legacy, Till. You come from a family. I don't know what you are. What's your nationality? You're Spanish, Boricua, what?
No, you're European.
European?
From the Caucasus Mountains.
Caucasus? All right, so that's that. No, he know what he said when he said that too. I know exactly what he said. Don't worry about it. I got a daughter. She's from the Caucasus. She's mixed.
Oh, word.
Oh, yeah. So,
yeah, no, for sure.
But life is life, and we are here to do what we're supposed to do. And you got a spirit, you got a soul, you got a heart, and you feel good about what you do, get it done and keep it going.
Yeah.
Don't play.
No, I feel that.
There's even science behind that. You could say you from the Caucasus Mountains, all of that. I already know what time it is. I got knowledge of self.
Yeah.
Guess what? Not everybody from the Caucasus Mountains, you know what I mean, is that.
Right. Yep. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No doubt.
Not everybody from the Asiatic planet.
Come on.
That.
Right. No doubt.
All right. Thank you. Now that you understand.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I resonate with all that. And thinking about, the maturity that Profound was talking about, like with kids, and what you're talking about, like with, you know, what you're supposed to be doing. Like I talk to my daughter a lot about this show, you know, because she'll be going to bed, she'll be asking me, who you talking to tonight? And she always asks me, her, you know, she's pretty young, so her question is always, is he famous? Is she famous? I'm like, well, yeah, kind of, yeah, you know. So, but anyway, I talked to her about it because, like what Profound was saying, and tying it into what you're saying, is like, I want her to know what, you know,
what it is you do,
what it is I do,
what you've been doing,
what, you know, what kind of brings me to life outside of, you know, my family. What is my, you know, calling, if you will, you know, what is it that just really fulfills me? So I want her to know that, I
see a UMC album. I see a UMC album in your hand. That's what that was?
No, you weren't supposed to see. You weren't supposed to see that yet. That's
is that what that was?
We can't let that out yet.
I know the poses.
I got a question. On the second album. So did you do production on the UMC's album?
Yeah, both albums.
I thought so.
And did you do all of it? Because the first one also had who was it? RNS? Is that right?
Yeah.
Was he on the second one too?
RNS was my mentor.
Wow.
Right. RNS was my mentor.
Is that where? Oh, go ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, RNS was my mentor. Let me tell you how that went down.
Wow.
What went down was me and Kim was already a team. We met up with RNS while he was out there producing for everybody else. But nobody else out there was moving as fast as me and Kim was moving. So I got up with RNS and I said, yo, you're dope. You got production. Let me just get with you. Let me steer you the way that we want to go as a group and work together and make this album. RNS already had the beats. He had mad beats. The difference was he didn't know how to do UMCs yet.
Right.
I'm the one who knew how to do UMCs.
Right.
But I knew how to use R to do UMCs.
Yeah.
So I taught him what I knew, and then he brought to the table what he knew. And that's how we formed all the production.
That's dope.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like he's in with the group, but he don't understand the group yet. Yeah. I'm the one who understands the group, and I know music. Right. So let's put it all together the right way and produce this album.
That's dope.
And we got co-production, me and RNS.
Yeah.
Because we put it all together the right way.
That's dope. We have one more segment here that's going to be fun. But before that, can I ask you? You mentioned something earlier in the program about
you can ask anything you want to ask, my G.
Excellent, because you mentioned something about Unleashed, the second album, and there was a story behind it. Because it's a very different. It's a dope album. It's a very different album than the first one. Can you talk to us a little bit about that? Go ahead, Io.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say before, in that, I remember reading in the liner notes of the Unleashed album, it was something about Wu-Tang. Like before Wu-Tang had even came out, it was something in the liner notes where y'all gave a shout out to like Wu-Tang. Like,
well, that's on the first album.
That's on the first album.
Yeah, on Any Way the Wind Blows.
Yeah. So I was just like, it kind of made me feel like y'all were honorary, y'all were like members of Wu-Tang, like behind the scenes, kind of.
No, we all Wu-Tang.
That's dope.
That's the whole thing.
That's dope. That's what I thought.
No, we all Wu-Tang. That's when we was at RNS's house, and everybody used to go over there to do their demos.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang started in Stapleton, Staten Island.
Right.
Wow.
Wu-Tang wasn't a group. Wu-Tang was a flow. Wu-Tang was a slang.
Yeah.
RZA took Wu-Tang and made it a group.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We used to be up in the crib rocking 40s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Banging off blunts. You know what I mean? And banging beats. That was just a Wu-Tang flow.
Yeah.
But RZA took it and made it a group.
Wow.
So that's the difference. Now, if you listen to my records and you hear Blue Cheese, not Blue Cheese, Any Way the Wind Blows, off my first album before Wu-Tang ever came out, you'll hear me say Wu-Tang Flower on the board. Yes, I'm master.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I said that way before the group came out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm a Wu-Tang Flower on the board. Yes, a master.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of science to this. There's a whole lot of, you gotta dissect, pick, see, feel, know what it really is. Right. But I have no qualms with Wu-Tang, the group, right? Because he took it to that level. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, we brought him I brought back the whole case of beats for them. Wow, it ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? Me, RZA, we like this. Wow, head to head, we good. Yeah. But the difference is, guess what? Somebody got to break the door open first before the next one comes through.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Yes.
And we broke the door open first.
Absolutely.
And guess what? They reaped the spoils.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Because it wasn't really a lot of groups coming out of Staten. Y'all were like the first, right?
We are the first.
Exactly.
Besides Force MDs.
Right. Force MDs. I forgot about them. Yep. For sure.
You know?
Wow. That's dope. So what was the change that happened between the two albums?
Oh, getting jerked.
There you go.
Did I tell you they signed a $6 million deal with all those artists they had on Wild Pitch?
Wow.
And guess what? By the time we wanted to do the second album, they didn't want to give us no more money.
Wow.
They didn't want to up our budget. We did our first budget. We did our first album on, guess how much?
Back then? Let's see, it was like 90, 91?
Yep, 90.
Like 25 grand.
That's what I was about to say.
Minus 10.
10.
Wow. 15?
15,000.
Damn.
Wow.
The only thing we was getting was a good pizza pie every day we was in the studio. Whatever we wanted to, libations, Pepsi, Cola, Sprite, whatever. And $15,000 to pay for all the album.
Wow.
Now, when you do an album like that, which was incredible, right? And you turn it in for under $15,000. When it's time to do your second album and you just got a $6 million deal, what am I expecting?
You're expecting that budget to be higher than it was the first time.
Right.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And guess what? It was a no-go. Nah, we only gonna give you this much. You gonna give me what? You just got signed based on the first album we gave you, and you're not gonna bump us up. So that's how all of that transpired. So what happened was now we're disgruntled. You understand? This is real life. You're disgruntled now. Now you don't want to, what? So anything that I say right now is coming out crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm mad. I'm angry. We all angry. So we're not even functioning like the original UMCs no more.
Right.
We're like the bizarro UMCs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're flipping. We're wilding. The records is coming out sounding different and crazy, even though it did come out sounding somewhat dope, but that still was not our personality.
Yeah.
Right.
We had a real, you heard the anger.
Yeah. It was a drastic difference between the first and the second.
Yeah.
It was drastic.
And a lot of people resonate with that second one though, because I've asked a lot of people about those two albums, leading up tonight, and then we had Cool Kim on over the summer and asked about, and a lot of people resonate with that second album. And it kind of
was dope.
It was dope.
It was dope,
bro.
Yeah.
The difference is they just the majority figured that like why y'all came out like that and then now y'all like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a drastic switch.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't call that. All I know, the only thing I could call for that is just I was disgruntled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, my man brought me a birthday cake to the studio session. The president of the record label brought me a birthday cake on my birthday, and then couldn't give us an advance or give us more money. Period. Like, take your cake. Yeah, you can have that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that cake ain't doing nothing for us.
Yeah.
You know what? You might as well just walk out of here. Let's finish doing the records and we'll talk.
Right.
And you probably made them a lot of money too. That's
what I said. Ain't no telling what they made.
What do you mean? We made them a lot of money. Didn't I just tell you they just signed a $6 million deal?
Right.
I already know. That's crazy, man.
Made them millions. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. So what was the relationship with you? Let me know if I'm getting too deep and personal. Like what did that do to you and Kim's like relationship, like working in the studio? Did y'all still stay like, you know, are y'all good? Were y'all good? Are y'all still good today?
Me and Kim are family. We're family. But the whole thing is, at that point in time, everybody got to go fend for their family.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now it's not about we in the studio rapping anymore and hanging out and doing this. Now it's time to take care of personal responsibilities.
Yeah.
So we just grow up. We become men. We're always friends. We're always, compadres. We got each other's back, but we ain't doing music like that together no more.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every once in a while we'll try to come together and do we want to try something or whatever. But the right opportunity hasn't arrived yet.
Yeah.
No doubt.
But we did something with Mag. We dropped and we was Grammy nominated for it too. A lot of people don't even know.
Oh, word.
It was called Flashback. There's a record called Flashback by UMCs.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if y'all check on that, we just did that probably like about 2 years ago as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you don't. We did a couple of records just on the humble.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Just to be doing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But we haven't really put a full format together, a full plan of UMCs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm busy producing. I got different artists. I'm doing that.
Yeah,
Him is doing his own thing.
He's busy living on a farm.
Yeah. You see him out there. Oh, he got glad that they won the Senate. Yes.
Oh, right, because he's in Georgia. That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right.
Come on, don't play with me. I know what time it is. I know what's going on.
Oh, he was fun, man. That was our longest show we ever had.
Hopefully this is the second longest.
That was a long one. But he was a lot of fun. He's a cool dude.
Kim is crazy.
Yeah. So I want to do one final segment here. It's always a fun segment. It's called One Word.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be the hardest thing you ever.
Look, Profound is like. I saw it. He said. All right, so you know what this is about, right, Pro?
Oh yeah, we do this every week. So I'll show you an album cover. I'll say the name for the podcast folks, and you tell me the first word that comes to your mind. All right.
I'm ready.
All right. Yeah, Haas G, we'll put you on the spot. You'll go first, and then we'll go Profound, and then IOMOS. All right. So, all right. So we got to keep it in the neighborhood here. Enter the 36 by Wu-Tang Clan. One word.
Oh, from me?
Yeah.
Oh, Stacks.
Profound.
Fu.
What was that?
Kung Fu. Kung Fu for me.
Dope. IO.
Man, dude, I got a story about that. But one word.
Not one story, one word.
Yeah, I know. I had to get to the story later, but one word, man. just it was needed at the time, bro.
Needed.
Yeah,
It was needed,
necessary.
Bro. It was necessary.
Necessary. That was phenomenal. That was necessary.
Suits going on and my wet. I was like, yeah, that was needed, bro.
All right.
No disrespect. I'm just saying it was needed, bro.
It was needed. All right, Haas, this one's for you. Profound IO, you can jump in if you want, but this is just for Haas here. This is Underground Emperor by Pop the Brown Hornet.
Bomba fire. That's bomba fire.
Yo, what,
you know I'm producing. You know I produce this EP, just the latest one.
Dope. Yeah,
his latest EP, and he's on the record with the Force MDs.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know he was on the record with Force MDs. All right.
Yeah, that's the new record we just dropped.
The new record. Right on.
Yeah, so that's the bomba fire.
All right, one more in the neighborhood here. This is The Movement by Inspector Deck.
God. Bump and grind.
Bump and grind. Well, man, you did a joint on here. You did a few joints on here.
I did. Me and Ayatollah.
But yeah, City High, that joint. City High. I forget the one, man. I think RZA sampled it after you sampled it. I forget the name. Get Right, maybe.
Get money, get right, get love,
yes.
Get
man. You did your thing on that one.
What? All right. I wish I could play that right now. Let me go back.
You know what? Yeah. Because that joint, man, when it comes on, I'm like, oh man, that's good. I'm gonna pull that one up because
that's sick. That's really sick. You hear those? That whole pattern was like when we did that, and he said, "Yo, that's it." I was like, "Yeah, I know that's it."
You can't. All right, yeah, here it is. It's right here.
I know that.
This the one, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Think you can stop us really? That niggas got to feel me. Peel out Suzuki's, make those Kawasaki's pop a wheelie. Cause only I can hold me.
Yes.
So control me. Better watch those rolling.
I love that.
Now you hear the hi-hats going? Yeah. That did. I was doing that then.
Right. And that was different for everyone, but
it was different for a Wu-Tang member.
Very different.
It was different for a Wu-Tang member. Who does that? He don't do what?
But this joint too, I just gotta play this one too. This was my joint too.
Oh yeah.
That sample on there. Yes.
Let's stand up, y'all.
Love this joint.
We on the rise.
All right, we can go on all day.
All
right, here we go. All right,
Joe.
All right, Profound. IOMOS, you're back in the mix here. Okay, you're back in the mix. But Haas, we're gonna put you up first though, since you're the guest. All right, here it is. One for All by Brand Nubian.
Oh man, I just sampled Grand Poobah on 360 for the Emilios girls on TikTok. Her name is Charlie.
Okay.
And I just sampled Grand Poobah 360.
Oh, dope.
And we did a record with kids on top of the loop. So we flipped it.
That's cool. That's super cool.
Brand Nubian, this album right here is just, for me, it's just 360. Mm-hmm. Because the way they talk on that, everything they've been saying is always going to come back around to us again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, that's how I look at it. Like, they spoke truth.
Yes.
And they stayed with the science and the math. You know what I mean? And they didn't judge. They just told the truth.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
So,
dope.
That 360 is that Brand Nubian's album is, for me, 360.
360
sums it up.
Yep. IO, how about you?
Man, dude, go to Profound.
Profound.
You just messed me up.
You can pass.
That album brings so many memories back.
Yeah.
One for all.
College when I first
got all for one.
Dude, I got a story behind that one too. Man, Joe.
We're gonna have a night of just IO telling all his stories to albums.
I don't have one. I don't have one word. I have a phrase. Hey, baby, your hips are getting big.
Man, what? Man,
that's all you remember. That's what you remember.
Man, bro. And as what he said, as I stand as a pharaoh for the wiser trick ends on my skins, girl, who was not a miser. What?
Yo, who comes
lower than the Duracell? What he say? Get something little to Duracell. Oh man, what? Come on, dog.
He is so
Grand
ill.
that's my word. Grand Poobah.
Grand Poobah.
Poobah, bro. Like,
all right.
Man, what?
All right, we got two more. This
Man.
This album, this man came up earlier in the conversation somewhere, maybe before we got on, I don't know. But this is Wolf in Sheep's Clothing by Black Sheep.
Oh, that's my G's right there. There was a mix up with them and Native Tongue, but they're not Native Tongue, but they're part of Native Tongue. They're all friends. Right. You know what I mean? But Drez and Mr. Long, we were all friends. You know what I'm saying? So just their record right there is, you know, the only thing you can sum it up with is engine number 9. Yeah. That's all you can really like. That sums up the whole thing. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
They are being marketed. Their songs is on commercials, shows, whatever. You will never ever forget that. It's etched in stone.
That bass line.
Yeah.
It's etched in.
Oh man.
All right, we're going for the last one. We have to take it back to the neighborhood. Fruits of Labor.
I was about to say
by the UMCs.
So you want to call it Fruits of Labor or Fruits of Nature?
He can't rate that one first. He can't.
Oh, he can't go first. All right, you can't go first, Haas. You have to go last.
Hey, let me go first.
All right, fam.
Classic blue cheese, man. I don't even like blue cheese dressing. This is the only thing blue cheese that I like. And I'm telling you, man, classic right there, dude. For real.
All right, IO, your word.
I just gotta say, a classic of a classic, man. I went out and got them sneakers because y'all want
the A6?
Yes, sir. I went out and got them boys. Like, I was like, Ma, I want these. That's right. I took the album cover. Like, I want those. You know what I'm saying? For real, yo. Classic, bro.
Come on, Haas.
I mean, it just as the title says, fruits of and Till, you messed up a little bit. It's not labor, nature.
Nature. You know what? I did that with Cool Kim too. I did that with Cool Kim.
The album is the bottom line on that album is fun.
Yeah,
Roots
fun
of nature.
Nature, yeah, man. Fun.
Dope.
Man. Speaking of fun, it's been fun having you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Yes,
I appreciate you.
Before we go though, is there anything else you know that our viewers, our followers?
Yeah. Let me spit this ball real quick. I'm gonna spit this ball real quick.
Yeah. Oh, come on with
it. I'm just joking. Basically, I just want. I mean, we're going through some good times, some hard times, some tough times. I want everybody to really, really focus and get in their mindset. You know what I mean? Like, it's not over. It's just turbulation.
Yeah.
And just get right with it. But other than that, on the progressive, the artistic side, let's do what we supposed to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're the voices for the people. You're the platforms for the people. So let's just maintain our own, comfort, our health, and stay focused and get these things done. Because if we don't concentrate and focus on it ourselves, we don't know who else is doing it. We do it. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love this world. I love being here. I love this music. I love this game. You know what I mean? And, we just got to make sure that we find our way into it the right way and do what we supposed to do. If it's your passion, get it done.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Other than that, all y'all out there, y'all find me, Phantom of the Beat, FANTOM of the Beat. You know what I'm saying? No PH. Get that correct. There's no PH.
No PH. It's an F.
You see the F right here.
F.
You see the F right there. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we do. Keep it F. You know? And
doubt.
Let's go.
Well, before we get out of here, let's give some last shout outs. Profound. Any shout outs you want to give tonight?
Man, real quick, man, I want to holler out to all my people in Bolingbrook. My children as usual, Amir, Zakir, Ariel, Rosalina, Daima, and Elijah. My mother, Haas G, man, it was an honor tonight, man, brother, and give him his props and his roses, and we got to start giving our people, man, they flowers and they roses while they're here in this existence, while we're able to do so. And I'm just, happy to be a part of it today. Shouts to my man Ayo, shouts to Till as usual, and everybody out there, man. And that's all I got for today.
You got to check my man. I just put out a record on my label called Flowers by Worldorama. So that record is out there. That's one of the Phantom Music label.
Dope. We'll check that out.
But Profound, I like that curtain scheme. I ain't gonna front.
Oh, man.
Profound headquarters right there.
Headquarters, man. Pro location right
I'm like
now.
this. What? I like the curtain scheme. The colors is right.
That's dope. IOMOS, man. What shout outs you have tonight?
Man, I just gotta give a shout out to Haas G, man, brother Phantom, man. I just wanted to tell you, man, much respect. Thanks for being on the show. I always honor our legends and those. You like my big brother, you my uncle. Hip hop raised me, man. You know what I'm saying? And so I always pay homage to those that came before me. So this is a pleasure and an honor for me, man, to get a chance to conversate with you and build with you, man. So I appreciate what you're doing, what you did in the past, what you did, and what you're doing right now. Keep doing what you're doing. I pray all God's blessings on whatever your hands put to. I pray that it prosper, man, and bring you whatever it is that you want, man. So thank you.
Whatever you saying right now, those are the words that before I even knew that I was gonna do any of this, I would have wished that people would have spoke to me like that, the way you just did. You understand? I appreciate you, and I thank you.
No doubt, man.
I thank you. You don't understand. We never knew what it was going to be or how it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I never knew that I was going to have fans. I never knew that I was going to have, people ushering me to get to a new level. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sure.
And just to be able to have this and have all of that for all of you, I appreciate you all. And I thank you all because y'all make my day. This is the way I get up in the morning. And I say to myself, I did do something good and I did do something right. And I do got some people out there who give up about me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right on. Amen to that, man.
And just, to my people in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Toronto now. So my people back home in Chicago, my mom's back in Chicago, my beautiful wife. Just of course, Profound and MC Till. Love y'all brothers, man. And yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. You got me on 100 right now, bro. Man.
Don't worry about it. I'm on 100 too.
That's dope.
Right now, bro.
That's dope. Haas G,
all of y'all look great. Y'all look good. Y'all look healthy. Y'all look like y'all are ready to do something.
Yeah.
Don't let the rest of the world detour you.
No doubt. Thank you for that. And is there anyone else, Haas G, you want to shout out before we go tonight?
All day, the show itself. Y'all are live. MJ, she's a dope publicist.
Yep.
I want to give a shout out to Ron Recker, Pop the Brown Hornet, Force MDs. Check out that new Force MDs, Pop the Brown Hornet record. We got a new artist named Snooze that's coming out. Shout out to Snooze. And the just yo, it's us. We all
Right
we
on.
got.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Amen to that. Well, once again, thank you so much for all you've done, all you do, all you're going to continue to do, and for taking some time to be with us tonight. Really appreciate you. And if you Joe, go ahead.
Yeah, don't let this what are we on? Don't let this Zoom go off and y'all don't know where I'm at. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You in that?
Yep.
You got, carte blanche.
Yeah.
Word.
Dope.
That's what's up.
Thank you for that.
You
yeah.
understand?
That's dope. Yeah.
All you gotta
No
do is, if we don't do it right here and now, you just tell her, and she'll know.
Right.
Yep.
And you can reach me at any time.
Cool. Thank you, man.
Okay.
And everyone that tuned in tonight, gave it a listen. Really appreciate you tuning in. Next week, we're back with another legend. We have Fredro Starr from Onyx. That's gonna be here, so very excited about that. And the week after that, we got
He's gonna talk about Moesha all night.
Week after that, we got Billy Danz from MOP, and after that, we got Drez from Black Sheep. So we got a whole month of legends.
You got a nice lineup.
Well, and shout out to MJ for making it happen. So really appreciate
shout out to
the work
MJ.
Yeah,
Shout out
really
to
appreciate the
MJ.
work that MJ is putting in. Also to note, if you all are on Clubhouse, we do the Boom Bap Chat, a little different format, but we do it on Tuesday nights at 10 o'clock. So you can jump in there. My man Nevelis is in there with me, and we just kind of chop it up, talk about boom bap hip hop stuff. So please join us then. So we'll see you next time. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Peace.